Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly with a side of fitness. So today I'm so excited to be sharing with you a review of the YESOUL bike. So YESOUL reached out to me and said, hey, we'd love to send you over our bike to get your opinions, see how you like it, and then share it with your followers if you do. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna walk you through assembly, we're gonna do a ride together. I'll point out all of the features of this bike and then let you know if I think it's worth your buy. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new, click that subscribe button down below. We'd love for you to join the Glam Girl Squad. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for deciding to come back and support my channel with any type of support you decide to give me. Watching this video, liking it, commenting down below, shopping through my links. I truly appreciate any type of engagement that you give me, and I'm so glad to have you here on this journey with me. So let's get right into this video. So I first have to thank YESOUL for reaching out to me and sending me the bike. It's not a paid sponsorship, but they did gift me this bike and asked me to share it with you all if I do enjoy it. So I really appreciate that, and I'm very thankful for this gift here. Now let's get into assembly. I be putting a little bit of things together. I don't be putting a lot of things together, but I wanted to put this bike together by myself without Sean's help, so I can let you know if I feel like this is an easy enough assembly for the average person, and I'm happy to say that it is. With instructions, it took me about an hour and 45 minutes to put it together, and I felt like it wasn't difficult to follow the instructions. They were clear, there were visuals, and it wasn't a lot of pieces either, because I hate to like have to put something together and then I'm like, it's 1,000 pieces here. I'm gonna lose something. I'm gonna miss something. Like, I didn't have to worry about all of that. So I was happy about the assembly. It also wasn't a lot of boxes either. Like, ironically, everything came in like one decent sized box, and I was like, great. So assembly was, in my opinion, fairly quick for what I imagined this would be. I thought at some point in the process I'd have to call Sean to help me, because I just thought I may not have been able to figure it out. But assembly was really nice and quick. An hour and 45 minutes. I took like a couple breaks here and there. So I think if you're someone who's pretty good at putting things together, you probably could put this bike together in like an hour or less. If you're somebody like me, give yourself maybe almost 2 hours and you'll be good to go. Some features of the bike that I really do enjoy. I love that we've got a nice size cup holder here, because depending on what ride I'm gonna do, I sweat a lot. And if you've ever cycled before, like, you be sweating and you be thirsty. So sometimes I'll have a water bottle, or sometimes I'll have my Stanley cup. So I like that these cup sizes are nice and large and accommodating. This mount right here is where you're actually gonna put your phone or your streaming device, because what's pretty interesting about this YESOUL bike is that whatever you're streaming on your phone, you will cast it onto the screen here, and that's how you'll do the ride. Now, there is a YESOUL app, and I'll show you how you can use the YESOUL app to stream it here. We'll actually go through a ride together so you can see what it looks like. You'll get to hear the sound and everything. But what's pretty cool is you don't have to use the YESOUL app to actually do a workout. So let's say you found a ride on YouTube that you wanted to do. You can stream that and cast it onto the screen here. So essentially, whatever you can stream on your phone, you can cast it onto the screen here, which I do like. If you do have a Peloton, or you've seen the Peloton, you know the only workouts that can be cast from the actual Peloton screen are the workouts through the Peloton app, and you have a monthly subscription that you have to pay to do that. So I feel like with YESOUL, of course they want you to use their app to stream. There's a lot of features in the app too that you can use to track your data, your workouts, and all the things. However, you do have flexibility there, because you could stream an actual show while you're on the bike, like I said, a workout from YouTube, or you could do one of the workouts from their app. So I like that you do have some flexibility as to what you want to see on the screen. And then in terms of cost savings, you can decide, do I want to invest in the YESOUL app and pay that monthly subscription, or do I just want to do rides that I may find elsewhere? So you do have flexibility there. Something else that I wanted to point out, because I had a little slow moment, but we figured it out. And thank you to the YESOUL support team. Yes, I had to reach out to the support team because I could not figure this out. Audio, all right? You see this little blue button right here? You've got to press that.
Bluetooth mode.
to turn on the audio. It didn't click to me that I needed to press it. I was turning it, but I didn't think to actually press it. And when I pressed it, I was like, okay, I hear something, but the audio was a little staticky. I didn't realize that the adapter buttons in the back were not tight. So make sure that when you're putting all the plugs in the back of the screen that you're really pressing them tightly into their sockets, because I actually did call Sean down because I couldn't figure it out. I was like, it sounds like the speaker's broken. Does it sound broken to you? And he was like, I don't know. By this point, I'd figured out, let's press the button. We've got sound, but it kind of sounded staticky. And then he just ended up like taking a couple of the cords out, putting them back in and like pushing firmly. Audio came on so crisp and clear. A couple more things that I want to point out about the bike before we get into the ride is that you don't need special shoes to ride the bike. As you can see, I have on regular Nike workout shoes, and you can use any type of shoe to ride the bike. All I have to do is adjust the strap there if I want to allow for the pedal to fit nicer or, you know, a little more tight onto my tennis shoe. But I do like that. That's another money-saving tip right there. You don't have to buy specialized shoes to actually use the bike and ride the bike. And then in terms of the seat here, to adjust the seat, it's really simple. All you have to do to adjust the height of the seat is unscrew this particular button here. You can easily raise or lower the seat and then screw it back to lock it into the position that you want to. And then if you wanted to move the seat up or back, all you have to do is loosen this screw here, slide it up. If you need to be closer to the handlebars, or slide it back and then screw it back into place. So very easy to adjust the seat. You don't have to worry about, you know, that being difficult. And then kind of rule of thumb, you want to adjust the seat to about your hips height. And that will give you a good position when you're on the bike in terms of like seat height to handlebars. It shouldn't feel too uncomfortable if you adjust the seat to about the height of your hip. So that's a little tip for you there. Okay, so now that we've got those logistics out of the way, let's get into a ride. It'll be a quick ride for you. I will not make you watch me for 30 minutes on this ride, but we're gonna go through, I'll show you how you can hook up your phone to the screen. You'll watch me do a quick little ride, and then I'll wrap up the video sharing with you my thoughts, how I felt about the ride, other things that I learned about riding this bike, and then we'll be done. Okay, so we're going to plug in my phone to the screen here. So there is an adapter for Apple users and also for Android users. And then you'll see the screen light up, and what you see on my phone right here is what you're also seeing here on the screen, which I think is great. So when you're on the home page, you will see your week streak here. If you set goals of how often you want to work out, that will be there as well. And then if you want to do certain programs, they've got programs built in within the app that you can choose and go by. And so I think that's a really great feature. Now, if I click on workouts, the second tab right here, you can see all the different types of workouts that are offered in the app. So you can do your bicycle rides, or I can click on yoga. I can do yoga. So you don't actually have to only do bike workouts. If you get the YESOUL app, you can do yoga. There are strength training workouts. There are stretch workouts. And then we also have cardio workouts. So I think that's great. It's very on par with the Peloton that if you don't want to do the bike every day, there are other exercises that you can do through the app. If you were to do any challenges, that's the next screen. You can see active challenges. If there are active challenges at the time, you can click on those and join them. Those would be challenges to help encourage you to work out consistently. And then if you complete any challenges, they will be here on this next tab. And then lastly, your profile page is where you house your information. You can change your profile picture, and it'll keep track of the calories that you burn, how many miles you ride based on the workouts that you've done, the streaks that you have, like if you've worked out 10 days in a row, that will be housed here. And then if you look at the month down here, you can quickly see how often you've worked out. So they've got some really great features in the app that can help guide you. You can also earn badges. So I've earned 2 badges so far. So all great things to help encourage you in your fitness journey. So let's choose a workout. We're gonna bicycle. I'm gonna filter it because I wanna do a 30-minute workout, and let's go intermediate. It tells me that there are 46 classes I can choose from. So let's do this one right here. So this is the workout that I'm gonna do. You're gonna watch me do it just for a small session, and then we'll get into it.
Small touch on. Nice big deep breath. Open up your chest, drop your shoulders away. In 3, 2, 1, bring it. The song is right there. Add some heat for me. Walk it back out to 2, straight up. Stack.
Okay, so workout is over. I did the 30-minute ride, y'all. That was a good workout. So some things that I really enjoyed about the ride. Number one, I like that you can view your cadence, which is going to be your speed as to how fast you're riding. You can also view like your overall performance, which is going to be your cadence plus your resistance. I forgot the term that they use. I can't remember off the top of my head. I also like that you can see your resistance and you can gauge your resistance. So the red handlebar in the middle, when you turn it to the right, you use that to increase your resistance. Now, I like that not only do you see how long you've been working out and then how long you have left, I also like that at the top of the screen, you see what phase of the workout you're in and then what's coming up. So like for instance, I would see sitting ride or flat ride, then I would see choreography. So I knew that that meant, okay, we're gonna be doing like arm push-ups or push-ups with the arms. Then you saw climbing mountains. So I like to know what I'm doing next. So that was great for me because I was like, okay, great. I know we're about to do a fast ride. I know we're about to slow it down. Because if it said like easy ride, that meant we were kind of slowing down to kind of catch your breath, drink some water. So I really liked that I was able to gauge the entire workout, see how far I've completed, see how far I have left, but also know what's coming up. I thought that was really, really, really cool. On this side of the screen, I was able to see all of my metrics, like how many calories I was burning, how fast I was burning, how many miles I was going. So that information was really cool if like that means something to you, especially if you're trying to like have a personal record. So you were like, okay, last time I did this ride, I burned this amount of calories. This time I want to burn more. You were able to see your performance and like what you were doing as you were riding. I think the sound volume is great. I of course could have increased the sound. I hope you all were able to hear the sound as well. But I really, really enjoyed the ride. So getting into like my thoughts on the bike compared to the Peloton. So I think if you are interested in a bike like the Peloton, but you don't want to spend that money for it, you don't want to have to pay extra for the shoes, you don't want to have to pay for the monthly subscription, I think the YESOUL bike is amazing because you're getting really great quality with the bike. You're also getting a really great experience of having the screen, having workouts embedded in the app if you want to use those, or you can use your own workouts. And you're paying almost, I want to say like a quarter of the price. So when I bought my Peloton, this was in 2020, I think we paid about $2,500 for the bike. And YESOUL has given me a discount code for you all and I'll have all of this linked down below. If you use my discount code, you save $100 off. So the bike comes in at a nice $399. So $2,500, which it might be a little bit more now since I've had the bike for 4 years. So about $2,500 compared to $400, you know, after tax, like a huge savings. Plus, you don't have to buy the specialized shoes because with the Peloton, the shoes come separate, and then the monthly subscription obviously is not included in the price. So I think the YESOUL bike is a great option if you're interested in a bike like this. And the ride was smooth. The quality of the bike felt really good. It didn't feel cheap. I didn't feel like, you know, like I didn't assemble it correctly and I was about to topple over. I would say that if you have hardwood floors, because it's on mine is on a hardwood floor, I would take it a mat just so that the bike doesn't feel like it's about to move. I forgot to point this out, but there are wheels at the front of the bike. So if you do need to actually move the bike anywhere else, you can just easily lift it and tilt it and then move the bike wherever you need to move it, which I think is great. You don't have to worry about trying to pick the bike up and move it. So because there are wheels on the front part of the bike, if you have hardwood floors, I would suggest getting a bike mat So like you don't have to worry about the bike like moving too much when you're going fast, because like I said, I'm on hardwood right now, and when I was pedaling really fast, like over 100 RPMs, I felt the bike moving, and it was because it didn't really have anything to grip. So either get a bike mat or put it on carpet, so like the bike has something to adhere to when you're like going really fast, or if you're standing up and you're also trying to pedal fast, like that'll give you more security just with the bike and the floor. So that would be my suggestion. But even still, even with it being on hardwood, I still felt like I was securing the bike. My feet were comfortable in the pedals. I didn't feel like they were falling out. And I didn't even adjust the straps. I just put my feet in. It still was a really nice, comfortable ride. So, I mean, I think YESOUL created an amazing bike here for a really great price compared to some other bikes out there. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer for you, leave them down in the comment section below. Once again, I do have a discount code for you all where you do save $100 off if you do decide to get and purchase this bike. But yeah, guys, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.